Alright guys, welcome back. Now, don't think of me as a genius. I didn't learn how to do this on my own. Someone taught me. And he knows who he is. Very appreciative. Because you can fix almost anything with Spec Mix. It's cement. It's like duct tape for cement. So, these are the tools that I have. You can get all sorts of different tools. I had some more last year, but I don't know where they went. So, always buy more tools than you need. They're not that expensive. Alright, come with me. Alright, so, as from the earlier video, we had some leaks. So I'm just going to get all my tools up here that I'm going to use. And I've drained most of this upper one. I keep draining it, it keeps getting, we've got to leave it, it's probably got to have something in it until the thing's running, because I hate emptying it over and over and over again. Birds like it, I don't know why, it looks gross to me. Alright, so you got to bend the tip, kind of like you would with cooking, only they probably have caps or something. And stars and weird things you can put inside. Just like a cake thing. We're gonna come down in here. My other trowel was a little better for this, but basically we're gonna toss this in there. Looks like it doesn't want to stay like that, so let's just put it on the ground in a bent state. Oh, and wear gloves. This gets on your fingers, it's no fun. Although I've seen people that do it with their bare hands and they don't seem to mind. So maybe I'm just a wimp. Wimpy old computer programmer trying to add Spec Mix to a pond. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. You can go ahead and pause while I do that. Alright, so I filled it up a little bit. I'm going to climb up here. Basically, wherever I got these cracks or problems or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and act like it's a cake from Cake Boss. Right? And I'm going to call these imperfections in the cake. I don't know, call it what you want. I like saying cake, it's fun. Alright, so I see that there's a crack line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to let it fall out all along the crack there. And then I'm going to stop for a second, and I'm going to use this tool. I think they're called trowels, but I don't know. And we're going to just go back over that crack where the leak was coming from. It's really not rocket science here. This is just man cake making. Now I'm going to do a little bit of this on this side and a little bit on the other side. And then I'm probably going to run out of Spec Mix, which is really weird because I thought I made a lot. Because with a lot of things you say a little goes a long way. And I've even been told that's true with this, but I don't agree fully. How about a lot goes a little ways? Now someone who was really good at this would be able to like texture it. And it actually make it look really, really good. But I'm just a home person that just got to fix my leak on my waterfall. So, we're going to start now over here. We're going to clean it off this way. Like that. And then you kind of squeak the push the bottom like this when you're going to lift it up so that it all comes out. I'm disappointed that it all cracked over the winter. But that's the way it goes. So this might be a yearly thing, but it's really not that hard. You just have to go out and do it. And I recommend doing it when it's not as hot as it is. So, okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of running it along this crack still. And you don't want to get it too thin, but you don't want to get it too thick either. Because too thick will take a long time to dry and it won't look as good. And I'll probably get you a close-up here in just a minute, what it looks like. And one day I'll probably want to make this side higher because the water always wants to come off of this side first. So I think I'm actually going to lather it on today thicker here so that it forces the waterfall to come out of both ends. And we'll probably end this video in just a minute here. I just want to get the camera a little bit closer up so you can kind of see what I've done. And this is how you can solve a waterfall leak in a cement waterfall. And I'm planning to fill in these holes. Not probably, I'm planning to fill in these holes, but these holes that are down here in these lower sections, gonna take more spec mix. So I have a couple of tricks I'm gonna try for that to just kind of like fill in the bases. So if you want to pause it, I'll take it up top. All right, so here's the top. As you can see, there was a crack that ran all the way along this. And so that's where I'm pretty sure it was leaking from, because that's where it leaked from last year, and then we had no problems when we ran it the rest of the year. So now it's fixed again. But because I think that there's also a possibility of these holes that you kind of can see losing water as well as it's coming down, I filled them with just a basic filler, and then I started the spec mix process last year, and I'm basically going to follow that same pattern. It'll be in the next video. Thanks.